Hi, Nunu. Yes, I love you too. Really set up a thing. Hold on. Let me put myself over here for a bit. No noise. No noise. Up. Let me look at your tummy. Let me look at your tummy. I must see the tum-tum. You got a sticker right there. Stay still. Good girl. The bestest of Nunus. Got any more stickers on your underside? There's one right there. Yay! Good Nunus. Maybe I can give you on your legs. Yeah. Okay. That's enough, Nunu. You can go do what you do. What did you miss last session? Let me see. What did you miss? Nothing very much. We basically just explored the disfavored camp and, talked with everyone. Got a few quests. Nothing really amazing. Just to sort of search around, see what all we could find, and that's it. So, nothing too big. Hasn't been the 3-minute minimum yet, but it's fine. Hi, Jiffy! I should have reached that 3-minute minimum by the time this game loads up. What is up, my dog? I think I'm okay. Put myself back over here. Hold on. Yeah. I can put myself back over here. This is my comfy spot. Erna is fucked right now, BRB. Go for it. Well, Murdoch. Goddamned Murdoch. Oh yeah, and we got this other party member, which is basically a guy that has been infused with his armor. Halo 2 is now live on the Master Chief Collection. I need to play through the Halo stuff on at some point. Because it's like, I have played through all of the Halo games on Legendary, except for 5, because we don't talk about that. But I played through each of them on Legendary, and my goodness. 2 was by far the hardest one on Legendary. 1, it had its moments, but all in all, not that bad. 3 was probably the easiest. Reach, much like 1, had its moments where it just sucked so much ass that it was like, my god, why am I doing this? 4... So 4, I feel as though you have to split up, because when you're up against the Prometheans, it sucked ass. But when you were up against just the normal Covenant, it was like, whatever. It was probably the easiest one on Legendary. And then again, I never played through 5. What about 2? 2 was the hardest. 2 was absolutely the hardest. Because they have fucking 360 no-scope jackals in several different areas, where the jackals are just like, it's a pretty good day up. Pff, side. The only annoying part was the fucking mission where you have to fly the Pelican, and it's bullshit. And 4? I never had an issue with that. Oh, and Reach. Oh, fuck. Oh, that one. That one. Where you have to go from, like, fucking, like, tower to tower. I mean, it sucked, but it also, like, I don't think it was that bad. Because some of the, because what I always did was I would go steal the one with the grenade launcher, and then I'd get some Marines in the grenade launchers. And then, you know, everything was easy to take care of. I don't know. I didn't have too much issue. Ambush! Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian God. You can go no further until you deal with them. Well, let's kill them! Whoa, look at these guys.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitted traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian Guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm. Let's see. School of Tides. Okay, she's a waterbender. There's a strat for speedrunning, and that mission is to literally pray to RNGesus that you make it through an area without getting shot because it takes too long to kill the enemy that are putting down covering fire. And you yoink one of the ghosts from the enemy so you go faster than the pelican. That sounds about right.
I owe you an apology, Peacebinder, for we have dishonored the surrender that you offered us in our year of defeat. I cannot excuse or defend our action. I leave that to history. But all the same, I am deeply indebted to you for treating my tearsmen with charity and humanity, even in this time of madness.
I don't know about that.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in a ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. You would detain a Fatebinder of the Archon of Justice. Unwise.
As unwise as setting foot on our lands with dreams of conquest. If you're afraid of a few words, go ahead and run. Idiots and very young children are often afraid of me, so I understand if you need to retreat and soil yourself in private.
You feisty fuck. We'll hear them out. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Tarkus Deimos is dead.
I see. That is as I feared, but thank you for telling me all the same. I prefer closure to wishful thinking. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Another dead Oathbreaker. Whomever you will ask about next, I assure you nothing can be done.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
I have some questions for you.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
What here is this Kairos? What are you trying to save?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The younger realms were beset with constant battle. You'd prefer that to Kairos' order?
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Ha, we did that. It was worth it. Only your daughters are really freeing the tears. Why fight against Kairos' equality?
There's freedom, then there's trusting idiots with power. Give a man 1,000,000 marauders, he'll lose sleep worrying over his neighbor's 1,000. I prefer my realms ruled by the braver sex. For centuries we've left the lands to the women, and the seas to the men. And we did plenty fine until Kairos came around.
We're doing a good thing. We are equalizing them. What makes you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
But a mage like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kairos' reign.
I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my fellow Tearsmen. Or, I suppose, stand immediately behind them in the event of an attack.
At that remark, the soldiers flanking her exchange shocked looks. Ebb turns her focus to her compatriots.
Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me a water witch and conspiring to sell me out to the nearest sage. Just because I'm helping you stop Kairos doesn't mean I've forgotten the hospitality of ages past.
And people wonder why the Tearsmen could never unite in time to fight back. It's refreshing to see that some things never change.
Let me ask something else. How you and your friends overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the tiers. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Who's in charge of this insurrection?
Listen to you. Thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tiers, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendrian Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Deimos are relations?
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously. So I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
Did you kill any of the disfavored prisoners with magic?
That's some sort of trick question? No, we don't kill prisoners, magic or otherwise.
Just a little, Captain. Were there prisoner swaps in the past?
That is our way, Binder. Here in the south, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now. As a rule, Kairos' forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own.
That's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you. The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Such details are for Kairos' warriors only.
So you will not say. I expected as much. Can it be worse than endless storms or fire pouring from the earth? Not that you'd answer that either. I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch, like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
That's a good question, Eb.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tears were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's Fatebinders can smell truth from falsehood?
No, that's not true.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace. And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
Ooh, I'm tempted to lie here. You've been so honest. Definitely lie. Easy. Yeah. You're mistaken. An edict is forever. It will end if the Overlord wills it, however.
That's what I feared. We have not had cause or access to study an edict until it's been a bit too late. Kairos' magic is, well, it seems an order of magnitude beyond what the rest of us think we understand. And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
Honestly, do not know for certain.
Really? You don't know either? You work for the Overlord, but you don't know if she, or he, has an innie or an outie?
Would you feel better or worse to know you lost to a man or woman? What does this matter?
You speak true. It ultimately matters not. My apologies. The question now seems rather foolish. You must remember, Kairos was just a horror story from distant lands for much of our lives. We have many unanswered questions. You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by house and guild. In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
She bows deeply, pounding her staff on the ground twice before turning to leave. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't think our character... You know, I like... It's shown that the disfavored are not all about, like, oh, you know, let's just kill them now. At least I don't think. There's sometimes about... Like... Both armies kind of have their gray points. Like, you know, it's like, hey, you know, I know you guys are having a family picnic, but we're gonna kill you all. But then, you know, a bit later, they're like, hey, you know, let's negotiate peace. Whereas the Scarlet Chorus, it's like, oh yeah, you know, let's just kidnap and, you know, fucking torture people or brainwash them. And then other moments, they're like, I mean, they're having a family holiday, man. We can't go killing them. That would be rude. It's like, what? So it's hard to tell exactly what either would do. Tradition. Damn, it's hot. It's also extremely humid. It's been raining all day. Like, hardcore raining all day. A rotting body bearing Scarlet Chorus war paint is skewered upon a wooden pike. Oh. State your business or get lost. You fucking what? The guard places her hand on her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. The Scarlet Chorus be the low-class eye? Yeah, basically. It's basically like, oh yeah, if you don't want to die, you can join us. Whereas the unfavored are all of the, like, elite soldiers and basically the families of elite soldiers. Past this point is Kor's territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm Murdoch, Fatebinder of Tunon. I'm here to help vanquish the Oathbreakers. You know, I think I was told to expect somebody, but you seem too ugly to be him. Her lips crumple into a smirk. Why exactly should I let you in? And more importantly, what's this hulking ton of iron doing here? The guard gestures at Barrick with a sneer. Fucking step close and push her down, bitch. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fatebinder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? The guard waves you in with a smile. Come on in. I don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. Don't let the... yeah. We did good. We did good. What this? A scroll? I read scroll. It's a sigil of illusion. I can see them being the ones abiding well. Told and practiced law and traditions. The disfavored would be more varied. Well, again, it's kind of weird. Like, both sides will break the rules of the land if it benefits them. You know, both armies are gray. Like, we're clearly the bad guys, but both armies are gray in terms of, like, how evil they are. The Binder of Tunon arrives, squealing with teenager timber. The fifth-sized voice makes your gums itch and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. And we just finished having a bit of sport with some captives. But worry not, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Dressed in the bronze-red regalia of the Crimson Spears, the fifth eye beckons you to stand close, wagging a blood-spattered glove. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? Chirps of laughter emanate from under his mask. I trust you're getting your warriors ready for battle. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned that is not their only nest. The fifth eye wags a hand in the air with a high-pitched squeal of displeasure. Given the pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the outer valley. Unless we deal with this second group, they'll attack from behind the moment we cross the river. You have how large a force, and for all these weeks, you've let the enemy move freely through the valley? The disfavored think you can't control your horde, and that many are defecting back to the Vendrian Guard. Wrong, and perhaps, he gestures with his spear in an arc towards the sprawling camp, it is no mean feat to herd this many desperate lives. For every 2 hands of humanity, there is at least 1 finger that snaps from the stress of our ways. A few have been lost on the margins, I won't deny that, But if you store grain, expect some rat feces. If you lead killers, expect some desertion. You have how large a force and for... Oh yeah, that one. I am hurt. Insult my manners of maturity, but do not insinuate that I sit idle when there's blood to be shed. The Crimson Spear claps his fists together. We have dealt with countless Oathbreakers, but one group remains at large despite our best efforts. Captain Pellux's crew consistently evades or kills our own gangs. So you need help taking out these Oathbreakers. And while a good old-fashioned slaughter would be an efficient solution, the smarter answer is not to kill them, but to add their strength to ours. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp. Now there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use your help questioning this Varia Kell. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. Why not just ask the Archon of Secrets? I thought he could interrogate anything. An unintelligible mutter escapes from under the Fifth Eye's mask as his posture stiffens. I do not tell the forces of Nerat what to do, nor do I question his motives. The Archon is busy plotting the efficient destruction of these Oathbreakers and is not to be disturbed. And again, I could be wrong. Yeah, you know, we'll figure it out. I have known the Archon to demand personal interrogations, but it's only ever been with leaders, mages, or others of great merit. I've often imagined the interrogation process is not to be taken lightly. Perhaps it's downright exhausting for Nerat. I don't belong to Archon Nerat. What's my help worth? You wound me, Fatebinder! The Fifth Eye places his hand over his chest, feigning the start of a swoon. And I thought the joy of working for the illustrious Archon of Secrets would be reward enough. Hi, Desi. Spare moi. Mwah. There you go. But you'd need to be missing half your head to think an expert works for free. Tell me, what will make this worth your while? An honest wage would suffice. Because a dishonest wage would be unbecoming of Tunon's law dogs, no? The Fifth Eye's chuckles, his left hand sliding up his right sleeve. He draws forth a small ring purse and drops it in your hand. The chorus is honored to have purchased your aid. Are a few more conscripts going to change anything at this point? Seems wiser to just kill them. But, the Crimson Spear pauses, his body frozen in a shrug. But that is our way. We offer redemption even to those who have harmed us. Besides, I'm not truly interested in any old conscripts, but rather one specific one. Their leader, Captain Pellux Florian, is one of the finest warriors the Vendrian Guard have left. Is double the injury you take from your foe while adding to your own clan. I would speak with the prisoner. How am I today? I'm pretty good. I did some studying today. I thought I had a test today, so I woke up extremely early just to realize I didn't. My test is on Thursday, not Tuesday, and I went, welp. That is my bad. It was also raining like hardcore today, so there were a few moments where I was like, oh, is that thunder or a tornado? Okay, wait. Oh, we're good then. There was a lot of that. Studying. Fun. Yeah. I will meet you there. She's awaiting by the other prisoners. Dagos. Snigler. Snibbly. What kind of weapon do you use? Your sword and board as well. Okay. Yep, the good old anxiety game. You've been no good today. Why? Why? What's been going on with you? Yeah, we can go ahead and give you that armor. Bronze hammer, it's common. Disfavored iron sword, 9 to 11 slashing, whereas this is 12 to 17 crushing. You could use that. I can't trade out his armor. He's stuck with what he's got. It's quite literally engraved into his body. Or not engraved, conjoined? Yeah. First I woke up and I was still alive, JK. Just found someone named Mr. Mister. That's a pretty good name. Well, I hope you start feeling better soon enough, Desi. Why did I have you equip this? Or what? Yeah, why did I have you equip the light leather armor? What was the reasoning for that? Oh, accuracy +6. That was it. Right. Well, we can sell that. There we go. Upon noticing you approach, the merchant straightens his posture and smiles. What an honor! The name Snigler Dagos, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire. I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Kairos' forces supplied with only the finest goods, and local and imported. Let me see your wares. He winces a little. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. Right. Just go ahead and trade that. Do you have anything of interesting? Staggering burn. What does this do? Plus 40 armor, corrode, stolen after 30 wait, what? Staggering burn and venoms injured foes, dealing substantial damage over time. Oh. Damn, that's brutal. Drink strawberry milk, Desi. That is fair. I hope you'll be better tomorrow as well, Desi. Scarlet Poison. Poison for 33.6 seconds. Target versus endurance. Causes lasting damage. Okay. Watch some K-pop boobies. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a hard stop on that one. I feel as though we should buy some camping supplies. Just like 2 for now. You know, just so we have it. You have anything of interest to me? That's my question. What would you do if you were snorkeling in the deep ocean with aquatic ambiance from Donkey Kong Country playing within your ears via your scuba gear? A humpback whale swims up to you, spins around, and blasts an ungodly amount of ass ham all over you. You in a poonado. I know what you're talking about, Captain. I saw it in Squire posting. I'd probably just kill myself right then and there. I wouldn't want to deal with that. I'd just be like, let's just end it all. Let me see titties if I want to. Fire Ice Stone. Plus 10 control with warmth trapped over the Edict of Fire that contains the heat without being consumed is a mystery. So I presume that that's an item that I can like put into a weapon or something. Something like that. I don't know. Probably need a thing for that though, or like a weapon that can actually handle that. Threadbare tent shows sign of hard use and long-term exposure. Blah 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 blah. Small marks have been painted onto the corpse, marking certain body parts as more difficult targets than others. Well, look at these guys. Well, look who we have here. Chewing on some manner of cud, a heavy-set soldier flings spittle and crumbles, or in crumbs as she talks. The fate binder finally shows himself. Duke doesn't love me? What? I did not send the titty pics, I forgot. Desi, you'll have to remind me. Desi, send me a message now, remind me to send you titty pics. I'm Reg, the second soldier chimes in, and this is Baz. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The Fifth Eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to watch you like a troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Baz knits her fingers together, joints crackling as she smiles. Reg clears his throat loudly, scowling at Baz. Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who will give you answers, or even a smile. So, anything we can do for you. It's abbreviated, stands for send titty pics. Okay. Thank you, Desi. I'll make sure to do that after today. But if you flip the P, it looks like STD. I see. Tell me about yourself, Baz. I was selling at the beck and call of fat merchants. Just another dented face in the crowd. After too many years of spilling blood in local skirmishes, I realized I was only killing time. Then Cairo showed me a better way. Unity, purpose. Now I fight for something, not just someone. Been watching the Scarlet Furies practicing my blade work. Not good enough to join them yet, but I bet I could show you a thing or two. Tell me about yourself, Reg. He scratches the back of his head at a loss for words. I had a family, a farm, then the chorus came and, well, now I have the chorus. Priorities change when you hear screams in the night and feel a blade pressed to your neck. Things like farms and families don't seem as important. I used to have nightmares thinking about the coaling. Felt awful, remembering how I hacked my ma and dad to bitch just so I could survive. Reg's eyes, shadowed for a moment with sorrow, take on a feverish gleam. Oh God. Buy a titty. That's called prostitution. This is true. The Fifth Eye heard me howling one night, pulled me out of the horde and took an interest in me. Now I'm studying magic. Calling fire from north. If my ma and dad could see me now, they'd be so proud. Tell me about your time in the Scarlet Corps. Reg and I were conscripted at the Gates of Judgment. He used to fight for Okon, me for Azure. Baz chuckles, sketching her chin in thought. How many fights we survived so far? 11? Reg begins to count in series across his fingers. No, 14. I count each day in Sunder separately. The course is... Baz looks about the camp and shrugs. Not as bad as it smells. The strong like me and Reg, we're allowed to take what we want. What we deserve. We live only as well as our strength affords us, as it should be. What can you tell me about the Fifth Eye? Reg trades an uncomfortable glance with Baz and lowers his voice to a whisper. They say he shares a direct link with the voices of Nerat. Guard your tongue around him. He's a little... wild, bloodthirsty, mad. Baz thinks for a moment. Brilliant. Reg flinches and glances over his shoulder. I was going to say eccentric. The course isn't picky about who joins the ranks, so you can expect to find some unusual types. Most are as likely to kill you as promote you. What do you know about Vendrian's Well? The walls might seem imposing, but the Vendrian god do a better job at hiding its weaknesses than fixing them, she shrugs. We took the Citadel once before, we can take it again. We have to, don't we? Reg looks up at the imposing tower of the spire. Though Kairos knows I don't want to stay any longer than necessary. She follows his gaze and shakes her head. You better know better than to parade your cowardice before the Fatebinder. It's not cowardice, it's just superstition. Singular thousands. I got family via I see. Yeah, that sounds like Desi. Desi, who is your family? What is your family? Are you afraid of the spire? Sorry, Fatebinder, I shouldn't have mentioned anything. He sighs. The fact of the matter is we were told to stay away from spires and old walls ever since we were babes. Of all the dumb childhood lessons that fell by the wayside, that one stayed the same. Imagine a soldier of the Corps pissing himself over architecture. More like what's underneath it, Reg frowns. The Bane lurks around those old sites and kill anything they can catch unawares. I've no wish to meet the Bane in combat unless there are 100 blood chanters at my back. She twists her lip into a frown and she considers this. Me neither, I suppose. Baz, what can you teach me? You can teach me bows, dual wield, or unarmed combat. I don't care about any of that. Haha, nope. I can't get to that. What's this? Spears are brittle and rusted. We'll take one to sell. Oh, actually, it's a one-handed weapon. It might be something you can use. Let's see. Scarlet Fury Scythe. Nope, it's... no, God, nah, nope. Nope. It's got... yeah, no, it's... It's got armor penetration. That's its whole deal, but everything else, you know, nah. I am my family. Luna is my family. The stench of piss and fecal matter emanates from the tent, one clearly not used for rest. These spears are brittle and rusted. Yes. Interesting that they would have a tent over the outhouse. Or, you know, the shithole is actually probably a closer description. Like, why, you know? Like, why would you even want that? Just fucking have the hole... fucking make the hole off somewhere else and shit in it. No wonder this place stinks. They have their hole in the middle of camp and it's just a It's covered with tint. That's how they're blocking the smell, with tint. Tint adopts smell, damn it. A pig. Good pig.
Interesting.
Subterfuge +2. Why? This is the person we're supposed to do the thing with. Please, someone, I wish to bow before the voices of Nerat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. A woman in the makeshift armor of the Venturing Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggest she has been forced to stand for days. This one, he flippantly waves at the prisoner, was hollowing earlier that she knows the location of the Venturing Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing. The prisoner turns pale a moment before a look of determination comes over her face. I wanted a guarantee I'd live and be welcomed into the chorus as a captain. Then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Venturing God. But I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. Why should I trust the words of an oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. Varia's eyes fall to the ground. She swallows nervously. While I joined with the Venturing God, I accepted their broken vow unto myself. Have you not felt passion for a foolish cause and one you later come to regret? Well, my surrender is sincere, and I'm willing to bow before the voices of Nerat to prove it. He would never. Is a good titty pick consumer, I'm sure. You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Chorus. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live and don't need to be the Archon of premonitions to know that the younger realms are gone for good. She blinks several times, catching her breath. Kairos is the new strength of the Tears, and I would rather stand with his Archons than be crushed by them. Tell me what you know and I can see to your release. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Pelox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at skewered and smoldering corpses around her. She tugs at her restraints, but to no avail. Let's do the athletics. Start talking. Now. Well, you see, shaken by your demand, her lips move wordlessly for several seconds. So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you. She shakes her head, catching her breath. Search that one. She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall, dark one missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the illiterate one in our crew. He had the orders. Wait, did she say illiterate or literate? Literate one. My bad. Hi, Zero. How's it going, dude? With a snap of his fingers, a pair of choirmen yanked the boot off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into the fifth eye's hand. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. Dick Merle is a bad titty pick consumer? Why? Why is that? The fuck you talking about? It's nonsense, just mash of words. Laughter erupts from It's nonsense, just mash of words. Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our time. He snaps his finger at a nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a long knife from her belt. Yeah, okay. Make the cut shallow. Give her time to regret toying with me. The Scarlet Fury slices open Varaya's neck, pinned to her final resting post. The venturing guard soldier thrashes and flails for several long moments before bowing her head to death. In death. Yeah, okay. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position. Not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers, and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
The voice comes from another prisoner tied up next to Varaya, an older gentleman with the quills, ink quills, ink files, and parchment scrolls one find on the sages of the School of Inking Quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the ribs of the fabric, you spot burn scars along his arm. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. Can you read this?
Let me see. I can't.
I would presume, Zara.
Uh-huh.
He held the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
My titties are on break. A few hours? Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. Your life depends on you translating this scroll now.
I would love to help. I just need some time. That's written in another sage's shorthand. I'd have to sit down with it, or better yet, compare it to a piece of his writing I have stashed on me somewhere. If I sat down with it while sufficiently sober, it's highly probable I'd figure it out.
Sober? Since when do we share the good stuff with the prisoners?
Oh, nobody shared. Right before I was taken prisoner, I imbibed several vials of reagents. I wanted to be numb and disconnected when my captors used me for carnal catharsis. It's made these last few days tied to a post almost enjoyable.
It can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict? I don't need to tell you, the sundial is working against us. The addled old bag is trying to stall us. Untie him. Give him a chance to translate. Are you giving me orders, Binder? Does this look like Toulon's court? Last I checked, only the Archon of Secrets can tell me what to do with the prisoner. The Crimson Spear pounds his staff to the ground. If this old man wants freedom, we shall give him his fair shot at a trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
He obviously has useful information. You're willing to let him die for sport.
Clearly you need an education in Scarlet Chorus justice. Anything that satisfies their sick amusement is fair play. If The conquest is any judge. There are no limits to their depravity.
Did Graven Ash castrate you during recruitment, or do you just not know the meaning of the word fun? I'm actually curious.
With a shake of his head, the Fifth Eye gives you a shrug. Is it not obvious? If he is a true enemy of the Overlord, he will perish by our blades. If he can survive, then he is strong, and the strong lead. Thus his crimes will not be crimes, but simply the actions of the mighty. What's not to understand? This isn't alchemy. You want sand? Fine. I'll be his champion. This one needs to live.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus braggarts myself.
Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Raising his arms to the sky, the Fifth Eye roars for all nearby to hear. Trial by combat is upon us! The sage is unbound from the post. Stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail in their new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Hordsmen begin to circle and swirl around, brandishing weapons and cheering. If they got this worked up to fight the enemy, I venture the war would be over by now. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warrior know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. Brothers and sisters, who amongst you sets the standard for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? The Fifth Eye waves his hand in the air, drawing the gathering of the chorus soldiers. Our claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin! Let's see. Yeah, let's do this.
I think we're bad at making friends.
You move. Ah, what the fuck happened there? My god, this is fucking violent. This game is so violent. What is this? Yeah, let's go ahead and cast that. You just throw a quick spear at them. In fact, I'm going to engage them.
What? Right.
Don't you dare go dying, you fool. Up, he went down. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not playing with limited wounds. That would suck ass. Actually, let's do this.
Are we ready for this?
There we go, we did it. You wish Oh, okay. Wish you had B cup. I see. By the righteous shredding of blood, we have found our answer. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. The fifth eyes offers a short, mocking bow to Lantry. By the custom set forth by the voices of Nerot, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the chorus, yet live to tell the story. Ugh. The writing in this can be so weird sometimes. You wish you were a fat man with a beard. Yes. The chorus has a rather bloody definition of the word trial. So a trial should be lies told after the fact? Don't be so cross, Fate Binder. You got what you wanted. When we come begging to you for help in your courts, we'll have the trials your way. I thought I'd die tied to that post. The sage looks down at his rope-worn wrists in disbelief. Now hand me that parchment, I'm certain I can decipher it. He's unconscious. Well, much of the parchment was weathered. I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle. So the old sage knows his words after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can't get this Captain Florian to yield to the chorus. They will strike at first sight of a chorus gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. I know the area, and I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stretch of this camp. Let's remove when the characters rest or when... Okay. Rest or level up. I see. I like having time to sit and reflect when I pee. Sometimes I go to pee and I just sit there for like an hour. Something's amiss. It's all fighting you for an old scholar. Now you're offering to join the expedition? I met sages every bit as cutthroat as hardened gang bosses. They act the part of doddering scribes, but don't let that fool you. Smart for someone your age to be so mistrusting, but I'm not with the Oathbreakers, if that's what you're fishing at. I worked for them under duress, but I've no love for them. I'm not about to pledge to the chorus, and the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kairos-fearing vassal of the Overlord's empire all the same. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We don't spend all our time binding books and sketching wildlife, just most of it. For centuries, we've been in a quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wild Wrath. You can't travel alone as much as I do and not know the Bronze Dance. And your little quill dagger, just for decoration. Oof. Well, I mean, sages always need to have a quill handy, so it just sort of blends into the ensemble on a casual dance. And the customary term is bladed remix. But who's keeping track? You're offering to come with me. Why? Because the alternative is what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kairos. I'd be a fool to let someone else write your story. Slow down, introductions might be in order. My apologies, guess we skipped past that part. I'm Sage Lantry, formerly of the Vellum Citadel, and now of, well, of nowhere, I guess. You want to chronicle me? Well, of course. Even if the burning library is never rebuilt, our work to chronicle the days and events needn't cease. And you're a noteworthy player in this whole war. I can't think of another living Fatebinder that has been twice given the honor of proclamation. Fine, if you're so eager... If you are so eager, come with me. Splendid! You won't be disappointed. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and how not to get killed, really. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way and let me know if I can be of service. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to Trip Nettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Attribute point. Yeah. Dude, tacos sound good. I got like a whole bunch of homemade mashed potatoes in my fridge right now, and I'm probably gonna eat some after the stream. That's what I'm gonna do. In case, let's see, skirmisher or duelist? Probably skirmisher. Eternal flame. Launch an arrow drenched in oil and covered flames. Sets foes on fire for much longer than burning iron. I like setting things on fire. Archer build, arrow. Skirmishers, apparently arrows for her. Yeah. Hi, Bugaboo. Oh, well, what's this? The same game we were playing last night. Yeah, I like burning things. It replaces burning iron. I think that's fine. And then there's you. I should probably have this guy as my healer, huh? Let's see. Gifted healer improves control life skill. Bonus to arcane armor magic defense. Maybe. Ooh. Yeah, I should be focusing on getting these revival abilities. Revival abilities are always useful. Boobies are for mine eyes only. Let's do greater renewal. Let me see. I have 2 attribute points. Probably, yeah, I guess towards resolve. Increase that affliction endurance along with well, actually, there's also wits. Increases spell strength. Probably want that. Oh, it also increases lore, which is something I will absolutely want. And then for you, what is your whole deal? Sure. Or actually, let's make it so that she can be using her abilities as fast as possible. There's too many boobies. Okay. Oh, we can give these to you, I think. I think he can learn them. Yeah. Yeah, let's have him learn these spells. Then let me see. Sigil of Illusion. Oh, so we have to... Oh, we have to get the restoring magic sigil.
I got it.
Okay. Do you sell restoring restoring magic sigils by any chance? Maybe. Ah, so I want core sigils. Yeah. So we'll just trade for that. This isn't for restoration, but it is... Yeah. It is a buff, which is nice. So if I do that... Vitality and Might, yeah. Titan's Touch. But I think what I can do is I can add an accent, and then basically it's a new ability? Increases range of spell. Always nice. What is this one? Increase the spell strength. So yeah, let's do that. And I can assign it to you. And actually, I can assign it to myself as well, crazy enough. That's awesome. Now, what about for this? Ah, you can have as many accents as you want. Okay. How about instead of this, we make it a range? So range of 4 meters. Yeah. You get to learn it as well. I want him to have... I want us to have options, damn it. I think you have Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. I mean, I'll drink it if there's nothing else, but, you know, Mountain Dew. A second on. In any case, how have you been, Bugaboo? What have you been up to? Salvaros. Hail, Fatebinder of Tunon. The disfavored officer pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest in a stiff but warm greeting. Were I a betting or a superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favor me today. I'm not. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit stinking chorus camp. Hi, Desi. Have anything you'd like to report, soldier? Maybe you've known something unusual during your time here. He cants his head to one side, taken aback. What about this? The chorus isn't unusual. The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast. But no, the screamers seem mostly in order, sir. I haven't been spying, if that's what you're implying, sir. Still, as a post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. Of course, even if I was, I'd be damned near impossible to learn anything from this shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damned furries don't even loop me in enough for me to do my detail. It's not for lack of trying on my part. What do you mean? I'm not just here to keep a steady eye on the Oathbreakers, who they give far too much freedom after conscription. I'm here to be a resource for the benefit of both armies. I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem and request a stack of troops from the Iron Marshal Irenyos for reinforcements if I needed. But they won't listen to me, nor confide in me, nor fight beside the brethren I could request. Oh, you got a nice batch of stickers right there. Let's get rid of that. If these scissors will cut. Okay. That's all she's done for right now. Do not want titty, have too much already. But you just said you can't have enough titty. While you station with the course. From the way most of my days go, you'd think I was here to row with blood chanters and scarlet furies, but my post is to represent the disfavored interest before Fifth Eye, and the Scarlet Chorus is for Iron Marshal Irenyos. Not that I've gotten to do either in so much as the last span. What do you think of the Scarlet Chorus? They're rabid dogs, a lot of them. Ever seen a screamer racing headlong into battle like a hound chasing a winter hare? I have. And I can tell you more often than not, it's the screamer who ends up skinned and gutted. Leave the campaign to the chaos that's the chorus, and we're doomed. You act like it's a punishment to be assigned to this detail. Isn't it? I know I fucked up to get here. Got 3 days in the hole and a nice little promotion to go with my new post. Well, I won't be making the same mistake twice when it comes to the Iron Marshal. He juts his chin towards the distant valley. I should be out there fighting for Ash's glory, not standing here ready to run back to report should something ever finally fucking happen. Frame drops every so often. Is there? Let me see. No frame drops on my side. Anyone else experiencing frame drops? What exactly did you do to end up here? Made the grave mistake of suggesting the Iron Marshal wasn't fully utilizing the Scarlet Chorus. Well, here I am. A liaison's officer to a camp of liars and cheats who'd sooner gut me than ask for my aid. Guess she showed me. Yeah, the chat will do what it does. Our lives aren't risk, and even then you can't get along with... nah, it's fine. Nah, it's clearly the chorus's fault. What's this? Barrel is full of murky red water. Several limbs bob under the greasy soup skin. Ugh! Battle plans are scribbled over a blood-stained map of the tiers. Arrows point towards the inner rings of... Oh, which one of these? Ah. In small circles are drawn around the citadel. Ah, I love you. I love you too, Desi. Can be sold to merchants. There we go. That's the information that I need. Have a good one, Jeffy. These arrows are splintered. They're fletching mottled. They were likely pulled from corpses.
Yes.
You, what's up? You? As much of an accusation as a question, the broad-shouldered woman shakes her head with a scowl. So you're Tunon's fate binder? I was expecting something more impressive. She bows in spite of her misgivings. Death knell, scarlet fury. My time is yours for as long as it amuses me. The fighter effortlessly spins a bronze sword about in her hand. Let's get one thing clear. Stick to your words and law. Leave the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would just be a tripping hazard for those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. Duke, you should send Jeffu your titty too. Maybe he buy. No. If you could get paid to get rid of titty, you'd do it ASAP. Unfortunately, you have to pay for that. Other way around. We've got enough useless twats dying for our name as it is. All our Horde recruits seem good for of late is piling in a shit-raking mound on the battlefield. She hums low to herself and flips her sword side to side with several deft flicks of her wrist. Keeps up, and we'll have to toughen our recruitment standards again. Now, what do you need? You said something about the Horde thinning. Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been the way of the course for as long as I've been in it. She offers a one-shouldered shrug, ambivalent if anything, but more likely just uncaring. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live, to be reborn into something better. Putting any and every able body to the sword like the disfavored do is nothing but a waste. A conquered enemy is but a new ally. It merely requires the proper coercion. See you, Jeff. Of course, we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Venturing Gods, strengthened by their numerous blood ties, have been particularly stubborn, so I've a better plan hatched. What might... Get to the point, soldier. She flips her sword over end in annoyance. It looks... if looks could cut, you'd be bleeding. Oh, I'm getting there, don't worry. I'm thinking we redouble our efforts to recruit settlers, focusing on the unaligned and unsuspecting, instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with oathbreakers claimed from the battlefield. How exactly do you plan to convince them? A knife point has sufficed well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach this day. What do you say, Binder? You might be able to ease them into the idea and save the lives of their friends and neighbors in the process. You ate so many veggies today, can I have a medal? Your medal will be my... I'll send you a nude after the stream, okay? No. No. I'll send you some chest hair I find in the drain. I don't know. Will that suffice? Will you take that? Will that make you happy, Desi? Some chest hair? You might have to start eating veggies. I think you absolutely should start eating veggies. I think it's really good to eat veggies. I mean, you know, if anything, start with potatoes. Potatoes are great. Mail me your chest hair. Okay. So proud. If it means expediting the end of this meandering conflict, so be it. The Fury howls a satisfied laugh and smacks you dead on the back. My methods are surefire, you'll see. I'll mark the settlement on your map. She grins, biting her bottom lip bloodied. I can't wait to see the outcome of your efforts. What were you expecting? Let's see. Death Knell counts on her fingers, conducting some mental tally. From your deeds during the conquest to how you've helped us since then, she shrugs. Suppose I didn't expect much. You've done nothing to challenge it. By Scarlet Corps standards, you're no more ordinary than a conscript. Work a little harder on setting yourself apart, maybe someday you'll live up to your name. Insult me again and I'll bury that blade in your belly before you can scream. She peels a surprised but pleased laugh at your threat, tapping the flat of the blade against her thigh. She cants her neck until it audibly cracks. Maybe there's something more to you, Fatebinder, after all. What can you tell me of the Scarlet Corps? We are the voices of Nerat's glory made manifest. In the Corps, strength rises and the weak feed the soil. Death Knell smiles, standing tall as she extols the army. Our ways terrify the cowardly and shock the naive, but our traditions exist to offer promise and prestige to those fit to claim it. We abandon all petty rules for one simple law: the strongest must lead. What is your role in the Scarlet Corps? Death Knell frowns, her eyes narrowing. Do you not recognize the Scarlet Fury when you see one? We are the warrior spirit of the chorus, scholars of sword and shiv. She folds her arms, puffing out her chest. In peace we train those tough enough to endure our lessons, but wise enough to learn from the best. In battle it is our duty to slay our foes and inspire the horde with our skill and bravery. The Death Knell clicks her tongue, looking aside to the others in the camp with an eye roll. We are fearless vanguard of this confused but glorious rabble. How has the military life treated you so far? Oh, it's a wonder of wonders. I eat what I want, I shit what I want, and I kill who I want. Sometimes I even combine pleasures. She winks at you. My enthusiasm for the work brought me here. A decorated Scarlet Fury veteran, eh? But I'm looking for advancement. If it means killing one of the gang bosses, I'm not above taking a swing at someone bigger than me. They can be bigger than you. Just make sure they don't hit harder than you. Wise words, sister. Ah, damn it. Farewell. Anyone else to talk to? Guess we can talk to the Fifth Eye again, maybe. I don't like her. I don't like what she hinted at. I really don't. Me neither. Was there anything? Who's the strongest in your camp? I am, naturally. Well, the Archon is, without question, the mightiest in camp. Death Knell is the master trainer here, and she's almost tough enough to take me. She's a biter, don't tell her I told you that, but she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humility is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been running with the Furies even longer than Death Knell. Too bad that skill in Puissance did nothing to save her sisters. What happened to her sisters? I understand that our little torchlight here became a victim of her own morality. A spasm of discomfort, of hesitation, stayed her sword and shattered the focus of a coordinated attack. Do I have that right, the right of it, dear? Look, don't ask. I'll tell you about it in my own time. Finding is good to certain people, all kinds of people, and kinks. Yep. Okay. What do you know? I don't care. I'm going.
On it.
That is all of our quests then. It's quite literally vitamin D deficiency. Let's go to the remote settlement. Yay! We're there. Let's see what things we come across. Light bronze armor. Armor 4, recovery plus 1 second. So this will actually give me protection against piercing and fire, but why kinky people in game, Duke Merle? Give them my number. Desi, you're the kinky one here. Or actually, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I have to gain from this is piercing and fire defense, which, you know, I guess it's better to be more well-rounded when it comes to defenses. And also, I want to stop having a onesie. There we go, no longer with the onesie. Instead, now what we have is this. That's not what my sources say, Duke. Desi, you are the kinky one. There you go. There you go, you now look like an assassin. Can you wear this? Do robes... Let's see. Recovery plus 0.5 seconds, which is bad. What kind of kinky shit would you do in Cyberpunk 2077 with the customizable... Well, I mean, I don't know what kinky things you can do with customizable genitalia. Like, their genitals. Kinky stuff does not come from the genitals. It comes from, like, what you do with the genitals. Slander? I see. I'm sorry, Desi. Give you a little bit of extra defense. I want to keep his cooldowns as low as possible. Well, yeah. Actually, what would it be? Because, again, I do want him to have some defense. He's looking cool. Hey, he's looking pretty cool. Yeah, get rid of your scholar's robes. You don't need that. Kinky is what makes the genitals excited. Yeah, but it's not just like the genitals that is kinky. You know, unless you want I don't know, unless you want the Vaguju to have like gigantic elephant ear lips. You know, which I don't know who has that kink, but, you know, it might be a thing. As you step into the center of the village, you feel as if you are being watched from all angles. The distant patter of feet echo off the wall in the small of the seemingly deserted village. Show yourselves. The longer you make me wait, the slower I'll make your deaths. The wooden beams of the rooftop of the north creaks under someone's weight. A tree rustles behind you. If you wish to hide in your homes, I'm happy to burn this place to the ground. The voice bellows from the rooftop with a crackle. Go home to your overlord. Oh, look, people. Sorry, friend, but you won't be leaving here in one piece. We'll send your head back north. I want your folks to see what happens to those who invade our lands. Yeah, you go up against them. I'll stop them. You go up against them. I guess you can help out against them as well. Well, set them on fire. We aren't dealing with the group, so the Fury's Rage probably isn't all that worthwhile.
More talent.
Actually, back up. Let's make sure we're in that. There we go. Also, Duke Merle. Yeah. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. What's a thing, Desi?
Should try that again.
Let's give it a little bit of extra something to our ally over here.
At once.
Let's do a combo. Or not. Let's try that again.
Let's do it, you and me.
On stronger one. Where's the stronger one? That's the stronger one. God damn that. You guys, I'm gonna need you to stop.
Consider it done.
You move away from here.
Everything hurts.
I'm not built for this sort of
Ah!
violence.
Go ahead and just drink a little potion. There we go.
Take care.
Graven Ash.
Let's try and sunder this individual. Okay, you're almost dead.
Built
Leave.
for this sort of
Just
violence.
leave.
I'll
Just
hit
leave.
you
Get out of
twice
here.
as hard next time. Take that.
On it.
What is this actually?
Flawless.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Why don't we take care of that person? I'll remember, but I'll take it. Nice. The worm's crawling. What? What? Flicking the bronze tip of her blade, the Scarlet Fury strolls into view with a smug smile, flanked by an entourage of soldiers. Not bad. I've piled up the same number of corpses in half the sword strokes, but, well, where are my manners? One ought not to criticize help so generously given. She sweeps her arms wide in an exaggerated mocking bow. You've my deepest and sincerest gratitude for putting those Vendran piss ants into my, in my place. No, every time you're in my lap, I gotta cut these stickers out of your fur. These are the rules. I'm gonna have to flip you onto your tum-tums. Or so that I can see your tum-tums. There we go. Yeah, you got a lot of stickers. Ooh. Yeah, no, this is bad. I've let this get out of hand. Your back leggies are all covered in stickers, Nunu, and I don't like that. What's confusing about worm crawling? That's without any context. That's what's confusing. Now you step forward to reveal yourself. You're not a Fury. You're a coward. Perhaps when you're older, you'll figure out that coward is just a word people use to badger idiots into doing the dangerous work. By the by, well done on surviving this violent mess. How very brave of you to even try. The Earthbreakers will but a warm-up. Step closer so I can knock that grin off your face. Whoa now! The Fury holds up a scarred hand in protest. No need to break any bones over it. If you're friggin' pissed, take it up with Death Knell. It was her plan, not mine. She wets her chapped lips before continuing. Look then, I'll tell everyone how badly you slapped around the Oathbreakers, okay? You did us a real favor and you deserve to have your glory touted. And with that, she nods curtly and sheathes her blade, bidding an end to the exchange. Bitch. Well, let's loot the place. What you got? It's a two-hander. Can't use it. Not worth it. Don't understand the issues. Of course you don't. Desi, how would you feel if someone walked up to you and they just threw you? Yeah, just that. They just threw you. How would that make you feel? Bronze braziers.
I got it.
Worms? I see. Thank you, Desi. You have enlightened me. If anyone hasn't picked this game up yet, it's by far the best CRPG in the style of Baldur's Gate. It is absolutely a great game. I like its style. Oh, so how's it going, Nathan Knack? Yeah. If anything, I am happy that this game went with the 3D model instead of the pixelated version that Baldur's Gate is. Baldur's Gate, after a certain point, was like, please, I swear I'm seeing the same things over and over again. Luckily, they picked it up with 2. 2 is much better than Baldur's Gate 1. 2 actually has a change in scenery. Desi says, throw me harder, daddy. Yeah, that sounds like Desi. Ooh, I can now subterfuge this.
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
Heck yeah, it's mine. Good fuck, Sterling. I've played through this game like a dozen times. Love the story, characters, combat, lore, everything. Yeah, I've only played a little bit of the beginning. I never finished it. Or I never got past the beginning because I was like, this would be a good stream game. I'd love to have my first experience with this game be on stream. So, you know, here I am now. Playing through it. Isotonis. How's it going, dude? I wish to see some things. And also sell some things. You do not have any spell scrolls. So, you know. There we go. I wanted to see this. Oh, yeah. These are... Well, hold on. Let's see. Armor quality... Okay, these give me armor and unarmed DPS. But the ones I have give me deflection, precision, and recovery. But I'm going for the whole tank deal. So if anything, what we can do... Yeah, we can give you these gloves. There we go. Duke, sometimes I forget you have a life and do things between streams. In my mind, you exist only when I'm looking at you. This is fair. This is something that a lot of people kind of forget. Oh, actually, is this better than your bow? Hold on. It's got more range and more armor penetration. Its DPS is lower, though. So this would be better against more heavily armored individuals. If anything, I'm liking the range. The range is appealing to me. But then the accuracy loss, I mean, you know, it's not that bad. No spoilers, but pro tip, max out Lantry's lore skill and really get into the custom spell system. It's the marquee feature of this game. Yeah, no, it's absolutely something that is, that they spent time on. It's absolutely something they spent time on. And, of course, mid-maxing is just the way to do it. Like, if you're not mid-maxing, you're not doing it right. At least, you know, with RPGs like this. Because even if you mid-max, you're not taking away from the RPG aspect. Because, you know, the RPG aspect is actually tied into the mid-maxing. Duke do many things. I do many things. Duke Merle became a vlogger, so I may perceive. What? Sup, DeBomb? How's it going, dude? What you up to? Yeah, most of my time is spent doing collage. What does this do? Increases lore. You should be the one to have that. Also, let's, well, I didn't mean to give you all 10, but I guess that works. You know, if we keep him alive, then, you know, then it works out. It works out. It's great. I'm gonna go ahead and equip this. It has less DPS, but I like the extra range. I like the extra range. Played Stellaris for a bit. Nice. How's that been going? I need to familiarize myself with all the stats, like wits, which is a magical aspect. So here you go. You can eat fruit for more wits. Finesse, that is going to be for you. What is this? This is Scarlet Poison. Right. Okay. And that's all I'm going to worry about for now. Okay. I only wanted to stop by here in order to pick up some, or in order to sell the items that I had. That was all. And I guess I could go ahead and stop at the Scarlet Camp since it's on the way to everything else. It's at that crossroad, so it's like, might as well. I like how this first area is timed. Actually adds a sense of urgency, but I'm sure they give you more than enough time to explore everything that you need to. It's free right now till Sunday, but I'm probably going to buy it. Oh, so it's a temporarily free game? I gotcha. Well, I'll have to take a look at it. Actually, hold on. Let me... I'm curious. I want to check... because I may already have this. Take your time, Steam. It's okay. Oh yeah, it's on my wish list. Okay, so I don't own it, but it's a grand strategy game. Oh yeah, this game. Right. Yeah, I'm a fan of grand strategy games. They're my favorite. It's a Pickle Rick dildo. What the fuck did I just tune into? What? Fatebinder? Death Knell nods in your direction. Now, what do you need? I'm just gonna punch her. In one swift stride, you close the distance between the two of you and land a punch squarely in her stomach. The force of it knocks her back a pace, causing her to take a knee. She lets out a few coughs before regaining her composure and standing back up. You or any chorus member try anything like that again, and I'll put you on a spike myself. Ha worth it. The Scarlet Fury nurses her stomach and replies with a strain in her voice. I'll make a note to watch my step around the Fatebinder of Tunon. Rick and Morty fans scare me. They're not the worst. You know, there's like a mixed bag of Rick and Morty fans, but they aren't that bad. I think I've had worse experience with the Steven Universe fan base than the Rick and Morty fan base. Just before she walks away, and she takes out one of her swords and gives it a once-over before tossing it into your hands. Good punch. Haha, we did a good thing. What is this? It's a charm. It does purifying. Immunity to poisoned. Ah. Okay. I'll equip it. It's mine. And what's this? Twisted Iron Sword. It's a fine quality weapon. 10 to 13 slashing. Yeah, no, that's looking good. It's got extra DPS. Extra armor penetration. Of course we're gonna use it. Do you want this sword? Is this sword? No, this sword's not better than yours. Well, we'll just sell it then.
Right.
You haven't seen the grandpa intestine porn, Duke? It's terror-defying. Ever seen Pregnant Pickle Rick with an X-ray preview of fetus Morty in his unusually human womb? That sounds like something that you would actually see in Rick and Morty. Do we want to go to Echo Call now? Why do we have to go to Echo Call? Hold on. Where are my quests? Oh, this is, sorry, this is a thing. The Will of Kairos. New missive. Murdoch, word has reached this court that you have issued the Overlord's edict to the Archons of War and Secrets. Know that we understand fully the weight of this burden and appreciate the loyalty you show in its declaration. Provided you survive this span, your service will be duly recognized. As you navigate the idiosyncrasies and mutual antipathy of our Overlord's War Masters, remember that Kairos watches all with interest. Those who distinguish themselves, whether Fatebinder or Archon, have the opportunity to rise in the Overlord's esteem. Even now, the northern courts whisper that the more successful of the two Archons will be granted rule over the whole of the peninsula. Similarly, your fortress rests upon the decision you make. Choose wisely. Tune on the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice. Request clarification. Archon Tunon. Am I to understand that the Edict of Execution applies equally to all within the Valley of Vendrian's Well? Tearsmen and servant of Kairos alike? Is the Overlord truly willing to sacrifice both the Archon of War and the Archon of Secrets? Their armies, No, we don't want to go asking that. We don't want to go asking those sorts of questions. That's a bad move. It makes them go, maybe we shouldn't go hiring this guy the next time. No, we just gotta thank them. Tunon is fucking badass if you ever meet him. Good. I hope so. I mean, Fleshlight Rick. Again, I think... So the thing is, I think with the Rick and Morty fandom, for them, it's all just a huge joke, but they go way overboard with the joke. Whereas, you know, the My Little Pony fandom, it was like, a lot of it was like inherently sexual, and obsessive. And then the Steven Universe fandom is like way too serious. That has been my experiences with those two. But I haven't been revealed to too much Rick and Morty fandom. Contunon, allow me to express my deep appreciation for this opportunity. Few in the Empire have the honor of treating with Archons, and fewer still of reading the empowered words of the Overlord. I endeavor always to emulate your exemplary foresight and judgment. I remain in all things your faithful servant, Fatebinder Murdoch. We could. But we could also be gaining wrath with them, which I think would be fun. Archon Tunon, allow me to express my deep appreciation for being sent into this arid backwater for the sole purpose of applying the lash to a pair of bickering children. A lash that I am only too pleased to find turned upon myself. Your words of advice find a receptive reader in your most devoted servant, gracious as always for your infinite insight and profound respect for your vassal. In the likely case of my demise, please know that I go into the void without a hint of bitterness at this treatment. Fatebinder Murdoch. There we go. What was I doing? There we go. Battle of Echo Cole. Marshal Renyo Swami. Okay. So yeah, we could go to Echo Call. We could also go over here and deal with these things first, but Echo Call's closer, so we should probably deal with that, I guess. Moz sticks. Let's go. Do the others first? Fuck. Okay. Well, hopefully I can go back. Oh, wonderful. Okay, well, let's go deal with this then. Fake Limp. I don't trust a person with a name such as Fake Limp. Only target 35% health, 1 wound remove, and revive. That is great. You can hold on to, well, actually, no. That should go to probably a tanky individual, so we'll put it on to Barrick. Reinforcements, finally! Come this way, we need to... The chorus warrior pumps his tattooed arm in salute. Midway through the gesture, a look of confusion draws upon his painted face. Sister Verse, what did I do to deserve such a helping hand? A chuckle escapes the man before he shudders, placing a hand over his mouth. At once alert of the need to remain quiet, his voice drops to a harsh whisper. The fifth eye has a sense of humor sending you. Verse returns a cold glare, but says nothing. I'm here to round up the Vindring God. Oh, yeah, come to steal my quarry? Lets out a muffled chuckle through a half set of teeth. Who am I fooling? We met our match 2 days ago and aren't in any shape to tussle again. Much as I'd love the bragging rights of claiming some scalps, my gang needs a rest before we pick another fight. Their camp is just yonder, he points to the northeast, and we've kept an eye on them for the last couple days. Some of them left a few hours ago looking for food, maybe out on patrol, but they haven't returned yet. Might be wise to strike now while they're divided. How do you find this place? Happy accident of a sort. He points east towards the mountains. We were up in the mountains with orders to keep the Oathbreakers in and keep any would-be allies out of the valley. Strangest thing happened. Tremors hit the pass, and the tremors lasted a bit, so I figured they were magical, but there were no signs of Earthshakers or anybody. No, really. How do you find this place? Nobody else in the course knew where this camp was. His eyebrows rise up. Not sure what you're playing at, and I don't like your tone. We had orders to watch the mountains east of here and found this spot on our trek back to camp. What can I say? I answer to the Archon of Secrets. I don't get told a lot of details, but I sure see a lot of coincidences. What's your plan now? After you play through it, you'll realize it's way better than Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin, just a super well-made RPG. I mean, you know, like, I've played through all of Divinity Original Sin, and it was good up until the very end. The ending was very disappointing, in my opinion, for Divinity Original Sin. So basically, as long as this has, like, about the same power of a story and then doesn't have a and then actually ends strong, I'm gonna be good with it. Have a good night, Bugaboo. Take care of yourself. Well, that's two of my gang in the mountains, and we've been on half rations for days. So until we get a much larger contingent, we're not likely to win any fight we start. Now that you're here, I figure my gang will hold back and keep an eye out for trouble. Maybe swoop in if things get messy. Too cowardly to fight? I see how it is. Yes, haha. His wooden laughter is followed by a roll of his eyes. If I'm to throw away the lives of my gang, it will be in pursuit of something far more grandiose and profitable. My gang and I will lurk nearby. When you make your move, we'll descend and help with capturing Florian. Don't worry, I'll let the others know you did the heavy lifting. I'll cheat at battle, but not with my reputation. Well, there we go.
Right.
This game's story is light years beyond any of Divinity games. Well, I've only played through half of the first one, all of the second one. And I haven't touched Divinity 1 or 2. That being said, I did play Dragon Commander, and that game is great. Not for its gameplay, but because of the politics. My god, I love it. I'll let you sip my pink milk. Damn. Fucking, you need a winky face with that one, Desi. What we got here? Oh, bronze axe. It's a one-handed. Let me put that into your inventory. These can go into the everyone inventory. Oh, we have the maximum amount of camping supplies. Cool. I guess. So yeah, is this stronger than your current weapon? Has more accuracy and armor penetration, less DPS though. Just because its base is one less. But, if there's anything that I've learned, basically, if it has better accuracy, you'll probably come out to better DPS. DPS is always under perfect circumstances, but it does not account for misses. So it's actually pretty well worth it to trade a little bit of DPS for extra accuracy and armor penetration.
Say that's worth a second glance.
Yes.
Oh, what's these? Staff of Boreal Frost. What these? I'd like it. I'd like him to have a ranged weapon. That sounds great.
I got it.
You should get a blender, now that you think about it. Maybe? I need to change up this order. There we go.
Another battle.
Light them on fire. Then let me see. Second touch of atrophy on them. Let's try and sunder.
Making friends.
Hey, you know, I think we're fine. Oh my god, 35 damage right there. That was beautiful. Holy Shinra.
Smashed to pieces!
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Any moment. Doing ones and twos, they'll die soon. I guess we'll sunder them. Nope, didn't need it. They're dead. Use your combos. I mean, I know I can use the combos, it just didn't need it.
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god!
Beauty Pie, thank you for the raid of 7. What were you playing? Ah, that was a trap.
Have a look here.
That was a... That was a trap. Whoops. Okay. Noted. He's healing, though. He'll be fine. A little scared now. Some more Detroit Become Human. Nice. How did it go? Okay, now is the time for combos. You switch to... Hold on. Yeah, switch to your blades. Let's go ahead and Fury's Rage you.
Feel much improved.
Let's move you. You go ahead and heal yourself up. And we can go ahead and do our combo on this guy. Good damage. Let's give a little bit of extra strength to our guy here. This old tank and spank. Hells yeah. Oh, she's not looking too well. Let's...
You got it.
Run! You get out of here. Ah, hey. Lantry went down. Okay, now that they're focused. Well, I was going to do the iron trolling, but then he went down, so, you know, it's kind of whatever now. Go ahead and switch to your other weapon. Actually, they're focusing you.
Stand together.
There we go. Let's make sure that they don't go doing something that they will regret. Ah, fuck it. Just drink a potion. We're getting plenty of them.
Oh, someone
Oh, poison.
stitch me up.
How wonderful.
I never had a chance. Wait up! Oh, you little shit.
We did it. Crack open that custom magic spell system and build some spells, make the game so much better. Well, the thing is, we don't have a lot right now. You know, I know we can make some awesome spells. We just don't have a lot yet. We haven't come across a lot. The most powerful of cats. Hold on to that. That's a broken helmet. What's this? Venturing Guard heavy plate. Well, let's see. Can give us a little bit more crush and corrode armor, but we'd end up losing some slash and shock armor, which it's one of those things of, do I want to dedicate to that? Yeah, since my stone shield helm is already sacrificing some my crush and fire armor, what will this give me? I suppose that could work out. If I have this on, I could wear this. Well, I mean, it's not the same trade-off. Yeah, no, this isn't the same trade-off at all. Yeah, this is... No, God, no. Never mind. Yeah, what spells do I have? I do have some illusion stuff. Could see how illusion goes. Also, get rid of the weaker one. Don't need two of what is basically the same spell. What's this? I guess. That's lore 50 right there. What is it without? 6 to 10 versus will. 8 to 13. That's fine. There you go. You now have that. Also, I need to get... Wait, do I have two of the same? Oh, no. This one's ranged. This one's not. Right. We can remove that one. There we go. Is there a way to... No. How do I assign something to the hotkeys? Oh, also, fucking you leveled up. Let's see. Gain a chance to attack enemy as they engage you, which I think would be pretty nice. Solving... Right-click the slot on the hotkey bar. Ah. Okay. Let's do that. And... could give him more resolve. I'd rather... Min-maxing. Could give him some might. Give him some more ability with his one-handed weapons. What's this? Vitality. Vitality is just always nice. He is acting as a tank, just like myself. And then Finesse just seems to kind of increase everything, huh? Increases armor deflection. I say we'll go ahead and give him some strength, since I'm gearing him up more towards DPS than towards being a tank. Okay, Lantry, you're a little hurt. It's fine. It happens. I'm debating if I want this. Well, let's go with the good old-fashioned rule. Which looks better? This one absolutely looks better. Well, there we go. Our decision's been made. Except we're up against people that do slashing damage, so... God, no. None of that. I think that's good. There's 2 potions to you. You enjoy that.
Found something.
A trap? We did it. I'm being slow as to not fall into a trap. I saw some people over here. Pelox Florian. Is that the person that we're supposed to be meeting up with? I think so. Hello there, Pelox. Florian. The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up! Falx in hand and ready for battle, the Vindrian guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in the camp, dressed in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms. Pelox Florian towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop... His words fall silent as he scans your face in careful detail. Wait, I know you. How on Tyrants do I know your face? Can it be? Pacebinder? The warrior relaxes his grip on his Falx. Come to lecture me about not holding up my end of the surrender? If you value your life, drop everything and flee, or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. Hey. Surrender now and I can protect the lives of your warriors. Do I want to? Do I want to? Hold on. Because basically what I'm going for is a fuck the Scarlet Chorus playthrough. Where it's just, you know, fuck the Scarlet Chorus. You know, we're all about the unfavored. The unfavored are the ones that put me up to this. Let's talk to him first. Let's see what's up. I left my nicest blue flag back at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. You want to talk? Florian looks in either direction as soldiers gauging their reactions. Fine, speak your mind. Try anything funny and I'll run my Falx clear up your backside until you taste bronze. Well, now there's subterfuge and lore checks, which we have to do those because that gets us experience. I'd be crazy not to. Graven Ash sent me to inquire about the disfavored taken captive during the uprising. He did? Quiet down, oaf. Them? He regards you with a puzzled look. Captain THICCest would know more. I've been in the field for quite some time. He lifts an eyebrow, sizing you up. I'm sure you know we don't kill prisoners, but I can't give you a better answer than that. We have your brother Tyrol and his band. Most of his band sent through... Actually, can I... Okay, I can't milk it. Okay. Most of his band sent through Edgaring. Graven Ash wants one, Pelox for another. Tyrol is... alive? His eyes widen in surprise as he shuffles in stance. Is he well? Well enough? Do you have proof that he is alive? He is wounded, but will recover. I did not think to take his ear or finger as proof. Apologies. If my life can purchase that of my crew, my brother, and his warriors... He taps his finger to his chin, narrowing his eyes as he sizes you up. The Vindrian guard captain inhales deeply, taking a quick survey of his soldiers as he exhales slowly. I will do it. If you allow my soldiers to leave, I will concede and agree to be your prisoner. It's your lucky day. I'm in a merciful mood. I'll let all of you leave. Go now before I reconsider. Is this some sort of joke? Good point, Floyd. Good point. Florian, you must surrender, but the rest can live. Insufficient reputation, damn. Enough of your lies. If the Scarlet Chorus wants us, I say let them try. Well, now! The giant man whistles a shrill, sustained note that pierces your ear and echoes off the foothills to the east. In rehearsed unison, the warriors and his crew follow along, sounding their signal for all in the area to hear. Ah, shit. That doesn't seem good.
We have company.
Fall before me!
I'm gonna need you to defend our back. And you go ahead and switch to your weapons. Burn that guy. Just get rid of him.
You got it.
Burn him to death. Sunder you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Please stop. Also, I forgot to, Oh, okay. Forgot to do the thing. It's fine, though. Well, actually, I don't really need to do the Warrior's Respite just yet. The Iron Trolling. Actually, he's almost dead. Let's see if we can finish him.
Should try that again.
Oh, I don't know what just happened, but stop that.
Fall before me!
Mwah. Mwah. Right back at you, Desi.
Fine.
Well, goddamn Lantry, you just get fucked up so easily. Like, goddamn.
Feel my...
Well, at least I'm not playing with the whole permadeath shit.
I'm on.
You disengage. Rot Spear.
Stands in our way.
Let's say just disengage. You know, for now. Go ahead and drink that. Disengage back this way. Oh boy.
They won't even get close.
It's a mage's life, Duke, running a tightrope with a fucking bazooka. Yeah, you right. Well, you know what? Since we're about to die.
Got dark all of a sudden.
Because again, I'm not playing with the whole like, oh, your allies can die deal, so it's fine if they go down. We just gotta make sure to rest and whatnot.
Grovel before me!
Oh, they're almost dead.
No
Let's just
can
thrust
do.
them. Are you ready to be thrusted? There you go, you've been thrusted. Man, our attacks are so slow. Insects flutter around and land on a few pieces of rotten vegetables interspaced amongst the produce. There we go. Let's see. Plus 50 defense against paralyzed, burning, and frozen attacks for 60 seconds. Plus 10 armor. Ooh, that's good stuff. Where are the rest of these? Bronze you can have those. Honor guard. Weapon. Whatever. If you could go a way, which one do you choose? northwest. Northwest. Did only the tank survive? Yep. Ooh, plus 10 parry. That'll be good for you. And then Outbreak. Arf? Explosive. On weapon crit, damage 5 to 10 fire versus dodge. Well, there you go. Our first, like, I guess, legendary weapon or something. Let's give you the pairing. Actually, hold on. Because what exactly does parry do? Parry skill defends against melee attacks and spells. Higher skill ranks will reduce damage from enemy attacks and may lead them to miss altogether. Actually, let's put that on myself. Yeah, let's have this beautiful parry stat. Ah, goodness. 88 parry. Yours is only 43, but fuck you. 88 parry. Just, delicious. Okay, let's look at these. More DPS, but less accuracy. If we were to replace the bronze dagger, but what about the other weapon? What about Gutseeker? Gutseeker! Actually, there doesn't yeah, there's like no changes with Gutseeker. So yeah, that doesn't matter. What about this one? What about the bronze doll? Basically the same deal. So never mind. We'll just get rid of them. Don't need you. Right, I don't want the Vindrian Guard helmet. Well, unfortunately, we weren't able to get him.
What do we have here?
I don't know. What do we have here? What did you find? What did you find? I don't know. All right, we can do this whole deal. I really just want to increase the fuck out of my health. That sounds great, but also resolve. Purple Duke and cart. Oh, I wasn't able to see it. That's why I was asking. Of course, I can always upgrade this and increase my parry by 1 more point. And also my athletics, I guess. And my one-handed doesn't actually increase. With this, it increases by 2. Oh boy, the questions. It was hard to make out on small screen. That is fair. Again, I just want to be the tank. I want to increase my HP. Put it at 15 for now. And what do I have here? Slam your shield, maybe. Allows an additional enemy to be engaged at one time and grants a bonus to damage dealt to targets that are stunned or prone. Taunt nearby enemies every few seconds while this stance is active. Ah, that's something I want. Stance guard. Enter a defensive stance gaining bonus to armor. Let's take the challenger stance. Make sure we're drawing the aggro whenever we can. There it is. Absolutely need those taunts. What's these? Frost Fire. It's only an accent, though. Fuses the cores of frost and fire altogether. Yeah. Need to get the frost and fire base runes. That's what I need to do. What's with all these X's? What's that about? I don't know. You did see it? What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's more enemies. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. You, do you have your bow equipped? No? Switch to your bow. Let's see how it goes. You throw your pin. And... Battle stance... Challenger.
I will aid.
Ow. That hurt a lot. Fucking let's slam dunk this fool.
On my command.
This is why we have party members, so that other people can take the damage. Oh god, it hurts. Well, yeah, this just seems to be a pattern, huh?
Take that.
Well, on the bright side, we know that the taunt is working, which is great. And we have a thing for whenever we go down quite a bit, which we'll use now. Heal, damn you, heal! Oh man, I like not dying. Not dying is great. Okay, Lantry's only gone down 3 times. It's fine. What difficulty you on? I chose hard.
Right.
Because it suggested it to me. Let's take the Greaves. The rest of these, yeah. Just put in there. Let's see. 0.75 crush and well, oh hey, these are. Yeah, these are both exactly the same. Wonderful. Well, you know, no wonder everything is a fucking tank. Yeah. Actually, hold on. I could put these boots onto you. What would that cost me? Plus 0.5 second recovery. Honestly, we should put some defenses onto him. Even if things take a little bit longer, it is what it is. It's fine. I'll be looking out for light armor, though. That's what I'm going to want. Fake limp.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
You killed him? He grits his teeth and glares at you. Are you daft? Fifth Eye said we can kill any of them except Florian. I tried my best, but he didn't seem to like the course much. Then you should have argued harder. Or knocked him over the head and carried him against his will. Fatebinder, is this really your first abduction? Not sure I like the tone of your voice. Not sure I like the tone of your face. Boom. Got her. She got fucking didded. Got goddamn diddled. Warrior sighs. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now anyway. I'll have to report this unfortunate turn of events to the voices of Nerat in person. Hopefully ridding this wilderness of the Oathbreaker nuisance will be enough to save my own face. Now get out of here. Don't you have other fates to bind or something of that sort? No. Well, let's increase your spell strength. Always nice to have that. Erase the record. Place a preservation seal on an ally. If the ally's health falls below a limit, they're healed for a large amount of health and the seal is destroyed. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's tasty. Yeah, no, there's a lot of tasty ones. Feh. Yeah, no, right? Like, these three are going to be really good. What's this last thing? Skips forward, vanishing from combat and healing. Upon his return, he releases a wave of energy that reduces recovery of nearby allies. Oh. I mean, I think we should take second breath just so we have that permanent, like, hey, you know, if you go down, I can revive you deal. It's really nice to have that. Also, lore, or this increases lore, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. That's great. Motherfucker's level 4. Good for him. Where are my campfires? Are they stored somewhere else? Ah, down here. Ah, we have 6. Okay. Yeah, I say we, you know, there's... She's not hurt very much, but there is a fire in here that we can replace with, so I figure might as well. Might as well make sure we have a fully rested character. Cool. Oh, let's get out of here. Wait. Is there anything north of here?
See that?
Aha! Oh, I knew we would find something. These two are having some issues. I don't know what the issue is, but they're having it.
Yes.
Okay. Northern clearing, away! Oh, this looks lovely. Look, enemies. Come out, you cowards! Hey, you shut your fucking mouth. You dumb, stupid idiots. Okay, what this do? It's fine quality armor. Deflection 1%, accuracy +2. But we'd be loose. Yeah, we'd be losing accuracy. Hold on. I mean, I guess we are reducing our the recovery with this trade, but you know, life of a mage. Can't wear armor, only clothes. Nice. 0.6 DPS, really? Why is that? Oh, because the recovery of... Okay. Recovery is a lot lower. Well, you know. Okay.
I got it.
Heavy leather boots. Maybe you can benefit from these? Let's see. They are exactly the same. Okay. It's sellable then. It's sellable. Okay, let's engage in this. Oh my god, why?
Company.
Okay. Yeah, just do that. That's fine. Okay, go ahead and switch to your knives, and I'm gonna need you to take out this individual first. Yeah, my Sunder should go up first. Okay, never mind.
Right.
Yeah, you know. That's...
No, leave it until you're...
let's do a Fury's Rage. Or not. Let's make sure that their attention stays
Something
on...
to remember.
I want to make sure their attention stays over here. Okay, now that you're done with them, switch to your bow.
I'm not entirely.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some support. I need the help. Because I'm dying.
Keep your filthy hands off me.
Lantry is just like, yo, what's up? Ah! Lantry! Run!
On your command.
Yeah, do the other thing. Okay, good. Good start. Good start. No, it was a heal. I guess do this. This place sucks. I don't like it anymore. Fucking, eat dagger. You can go ahead and pull out.
My armor is dented.
Because you're pretty fucked up. You shoot at them.
Parrot.
What's your health at? 13, okay. You know, that is what it is.
At once.
Wait for the heal. Wait for the heal. There you go. You're good. You're good to get back in there. It's fine. Tyrion wants some love. Nice. Let's use our combo on this individual. They seem a lot less defended. Well, we set bleeding on them. I'll take it. Let's light them on fire so they're taking damage. Hopefully we can break this guy's mind.
I got it.
Okay, you're pretty close to dead again. And drink a potion. He's so close. Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's basically a win at this point. Yeah, we're in good standing. We're fine.
I'm not entirely useless.
We did it. Man, that was a good one. I like that fight. That was a good fight. You there, you're not with the Oathbreakers. No, we're not. Thank you for noticing.
Yes.
Also, versus leveled, so let's take care of that. Let's see. I'm thinking we just fucking boost her finesse until it's... Or quickness. Quickness is also great. We just, you know, that's how we mid-max. Finesse and quickness. Those are the two stats that we increase until, you know, we're golden. Attacks made with bows gain armor penetration. Ooh. Verse pins the target's feet. Okay. While only wearing light armor, gain a bonus to dodge. Maybe. I like the armor penetration. I think that's good. Means we can have someone that is backlining while, you know, taking out their tank. Because I realize now that my strategy was a bit bad during that, because I should have been focusing down the wimpy fellows while the tank was distracted on my tanks. But, you know, it's fine. What's this? It's a boulder. That is a rock! The Earthshakers move this boulder with ease. Magic of this magnitude may be crucial for taking the place. Hellspaw. Fatebinder, how fortuitous. The Earthshaker pounds his chest in salute. For us, I mean. Decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. A smirk quirks the right side of his mouth as he surveys the carnage you have left behind. Whether intended or not, we're indebted for your help. Where's the rest of you? Was part of your squad killed or otherwise separated? Aye, the Oathbreakers felled Grisendare before we could erect the barricade, but our circle alone was all Master Radix could feasibly spare. We're here, and though wayworn, we're ready to help. What do you mean, all he could spare? Did Ash not order your entire guild return from Azure? With all due respect, Fatebinder, it's not a matter I'd expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot abandon Cairn to the Stone Sea. His nostrils flare in mild ire. As we've only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains. We could not spare another mage, especially now, when the beast tribe that flocked to Cairn in his final days is becoming increasingly territorial and contentious. What's so important about Cairn? Cairn may be dying, but he's not yet lost. There lies the potential of harness on Archon's power in the Stone Sea, and for that I should think the possibilities are near limitless. He touches a grit-caked knuckle on to his lip and clears his throat. But we won't know unless we can run the proper research. I go sleep. Night night all. Have a good night, Zara. Take care of yourself. Pleasant dreams and all that. And so Radix refused Ash's orders. I'm not of a rank to make such sweeping evaluations. Earthshaker stumbles over his words. But I'd say he interpreted them in his own manner and to the best of his judgment, rather than outright refusing them. He is an Iron God, after all. His decisions, though difficult to make, as they may be, will certainly embolden our routing of the tiers. Not if your general and his entire army is dead. He chokes and the Earthshakers behind him gather closer, murmuring in surprise amongst themselves. One of them, a woman with wispy russet hair, slaps him on the back so hard shockwaves tremble through you and into the mountains past. If they... what? He gasps for breath. How? The Overlord has issued an edict of execution. If we don't take the well by Kyros's day of sword, everyone here will die, including Ash. Well, clearly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. He glances worriedly to the other mages in his circle as they all visibly absorb the meaning of everyone here in the edict's range of affliction. Had we known, assuredly the guild would have come in full force. Regardless, it looks like you're all we've got. Report to Savius at the disfavored camp. We'll have further orders for you there. With a shaky nod and even shakier salute, the Earthshaker gathers his circle and cloistered together, murmuring or perhaps chanting in hushed voices, the battle mages march towards the valley.
Yes.
We did good. Okay, well, back to the Scarlet Chorus camp, first and foremost. And then to the disfavored camp. To report everything that has happened. To the people that assigned us to whatever it was they assigned us to. Now we've done 2 quests. Oh, a missive from Tunon. Murdoch, I choose to acknowledge your words of your missive and disregard the spirit. This time. Consider your tone more carefully in the future. Blade and Mark takes particular interest in those agents of the court who presume to ride above their station. Tunon the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice. Yeah, whatever. The report of life. The 5th Eye commander of the local Scarlet Chorus surveys his camp, watching in stillness as all manner of violence. Oh yeah, okay, so nothing's changed with him. I can't say anything. Ooh, M for map. Oh, okay. So never mind, I don't have to report it. Or actually, Earthshaker, Okay, so I will have to report to Sevius about, this thing. Siren. A young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress cresting her brow lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you.
Greetings, worm.
Her voice takes you off your guard, is bare of any inflection and yet full of beautiful music. If you didn't know better, you would guess that she is actively suppressing or modulating her vocal tone. Siren of the Archon's song, and the youngest Archon sent to conquer the tears. Young and inexperienced, Siren is sworn to... Okay. You look familiar. Have we met?
You don't know me, little worm? I am Siren, and my degenerate allies have the pleasure of calling me the Archon of Song.
You hear the distant peal of a bell in her laugh. She regards you for a moment with dim interest.
And you are Tunon's Fatebinder. What brings you here to the middle of the battlefield? Did Kairos send you to shame Ash and Nerat into action?
Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back. If only to distract him from his problem.
She purses her lip in thought.
But Nerat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
And what makes you an expert in such delicate matters?
I've been privy to more delicate matters in the last 5 years than you've had your entire career binding fates. I'm well versed with political intricacies.
She waves her hand, brushing away the conversation.
Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
Go on. From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from the siren. Siren's mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the camp until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
At your service, Archon Siren. You discover that Siren's helmet is locked behind her head. with a complicated mechanism. You want nothing more than to bash the lock apart and free the Archon, satisfying her command. Before you can make the attempt, one of Siren's guards places her hand on yours and shakes her head. She points to a wad of cotton sticking in her ear. The distraction shakes you from your stupor. You feel dizzy and sniff back the trickle of blood from your nose. What was that?
Really? That's it?
How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
She sighs and gives a sheepish smile.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
She brushes you away with a wave. You try to get inside my head like that again, little worm, and you'll regret it.
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
This time, her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can feel it down to your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon flicks more of her terrifying song.
For the love of Kairos! That was the Archon of Song in the flesh!
Darting his head for a furtive look back at Siren, Lantry sighs in awe. Don't be so dumbstruck.
Dumbstruck? I don't exactly meet Archons on a regular basis. Maybe to you, this is just Judge's Day.
Will do.
Claws at throat and Night Yowl. A young beastman stands in the shadow of an enormous beast woman whose stature still manages to loom over you, even in her crouched position. The beastman's mouth froths with spittle that launches in every direction as he snarls at her. Night Yowl was promised worthy, tough prey for joining, but Beast Woman only allows Night Yowl to hunt weakest of humans, saves best kills for self. He pounds the earth, causing a small fissure to erupt. Night Yowl was second strongest of Stone Stalker males before joining Scarlet Humans. Rutted even with 100 blood, with tribes prima, was promised own pack for abandoning tribesmates. The crowd, those are boobs. But they're on like a beast woman, so I guess it's okay. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle, her broad, sharp teeth appearing between each bellow. Strong Stone Stalker? Beast woman worth rotting? No! Claws at throat sees only mewling first seizing cub before beast woman now. She's only tenderfoot, only weak whelp, fit to chase injured, dying prey, not best fighters on battlefield. Night Yowl bares his teeth and lunges for the beast woman, but she is swift to stand, hackles raised in a callous palm far larger than his head, harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack of stone, followed by a defeated whimper. Claws at throat, stares down at you with as much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp. Human. She sniffs in your direction, her nose wrinkles as she scowls, disgusted by your foul scent. Human. Always are encroaching on beast woman. Have no sense of danger, no recognition of howling. Hungry predators, or worse than sniveling beastmen. She grinds the beastman's face deeper into the dirt before lifting her clawed and gnarled fingers off of him. He quickly scrambles to his feet to nurse his head. Speak quickly, and beast woman will listen. I'll wager I could take you. The beast woman snorts a stab of incredulity. opening the features of her face. Then she howls with racking, full-bodied laughter. Claws at throat like human who is male, yet who is bold enough to challenge Beast Woman. Expected blunt claw to be feeble as night yowl, whimpering at Beast Woman's feet. She licks her fangs longingly as she assesses her hidden prowess and strength. If Beast Woman did not have runt whelp cur like Night Owl to train, Claws at Throat would happily enjoy fighting with human. Don't worry, I know how to properly respect a beast. Let me give you an offering of blood and bone. This will be later for Squire posting. What will? The Beast Woman perks up at your enticing words. She sniffs you curiously, more thoroughly than before, and she smacks her lips softly, longingly, beginning to slather and drool. For a moment, you think she'll make a grab for you, but she merely sits down on her haunches, relaxed and watching you, pleasantly piqued as she scratches the taut stretch of her hard-muscled stomach. Yes, Beast Woman like gifts of blood and bone, of fresh kills, but Claws at Throat does not want such treats now. Instead, little Blunt Claw will join Beast Woman in hot slaughter of humans. In one season soon. She spreads her massive maws in a deadly grin. Murdoch's a furry, I guess. I wasn't exactly sure what was being implied by this. What's going on here? Human has keen eyes, yes. Can Beast Woman is disciplining insolent packmate. She snaps a menacing sneer at the cowed beast man. Mewling, whimpering male, Night Owl will learn Beastman's rank in new pack, or will not survive for many seasons longer. Soft growl burbles up from the back of his throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. How you come to join the Scarlet Chorus? Human pack called Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral, like tribes like Beast Woman. She snarls, but the sound is pleased and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the voices of near its war tent. Chorus humans are dirty and reek like rotten meat. So easily shriek and tear at own throats, but also respect strongest of pack. And Beast Woman are strongest of all creatures, our best predators, like Archon called Nerat. Pack's fierce and ruthless alpha is mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones whole. Makes Beast Woman want to rot, fight, kill. She sighs hungrily. Makes Beast Woman want. If only Skarm were here so I can be disappointed once more. What tribe are you from, Beast? She puffs her dirty, hairy teats and purrs with pride. Claws at Throat was born of tribe with no name and no lands called Summer Snout by Tearsmen who stole Azure lands from tribe's ancestors. Then Claws at Throat became Great Stone Stalker, slaughtered only slavers and fought for tribe's freedom. Tribes who became strong, unbreakable as stone because of earth mystic called Archon Can. She sniffs at the memory. But now Can sleeps and dreams, drifting slowly into death in stone lands. 100 Blood protects free tribe, and Claws at Throat fights to kill more Tearsmen as Scarlet Stalker. Farewell. Oh, that was a time. Two Tooth. Pale and wide-eyed, the Scarlet Chorus conscripts take slow, deep breaths as he shuffles with nervous energy. As soon as your eyes meet his, he looks away in a panic, bowing his head and turning his body aside. Look alive, soldier. This place eats the weak. Huh? I didn't... He turns to face you, but refuses to meet your gaze. His body tenses, his chest puffing forward. Yes, Captain. Seem to make a mark on certain topics and tropes. How do you mean? New to the course. Captain is a southern term. Kyros's armies have commanders, and I'm neither. I shouldn't be here. His eyes widen as his voice rises to a near yell. The chorus, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not like these people. He looks at the camp. I'm going to die here, or at least I hope I die here, and soon. To think His voice falls silent, his body slumps. Little too late for regrets, as I can't exactly quit the course. I should have let them kill me when they first caught hold of me. He lets out a long and troubled sigh, his shoulders slouching. I'm not like these people. Getting kicked makes me vomit. Tasting blood makes me vomit. Even vomiting makes me vomit. I'll never last. You may have vowed to the Archon of Secrets. Only death can release you from your pledge. In that case, he puffs out his chest as his face becomes flush red. I ask that you release me from my vow. And just why is this a mistake? Did someone take the vow for you? No, but I was forced to take the vow. He places his flattened hand on to his neck in pantomime of a blade. They slew my paw right in front of me, then told me I was next if I didn't join the chorus. I've never served in the village watch. I didn't know it would be like this. Never served in the watch? How old are you? How old? The startled look crosses his face. I'll be, Pa said I was born in 418, so that makes me... He lifts up his finger to count, though the gesture seems entirely inact, and he trails off, mumbling incoherently. That makes you too young to be in the chorus. Some of your gang leader and I'll solve this. Eyes bright with short-lived burst of hope, the boy glances at a scraggly, wiry, muscled man playing dice. Two-Tooth! His voice cracks as he calls out the gang boss. What's this then? The hard-cut, wiry, muscled man glares keenly at the two of you. Why the frig are you pestering my choirmen, fate binder? His tone is biting, impatient, and simultaneously dismissive. Don't know if you can see, but I've got a game to win, and the boy has boots to clean. Vittles shrinks in on himself, but there's nowhere for him to go. He looks to you pleadingly, but says nothing. How'd this conscript come into the possession of your gang? Kids from real good stock, tall, strong farmers, a family of traders. But far be it from me to execute one for the crimes of another. Vittles here would rather serve the chorus than be festering 2 feet down, slowly being eaten by worms. He cuffs the kid on the back of the head. Isn't that right, Vittles? The boy flinches, but rather than answering, shouts, They weren't traitors just 'cause they refused to bend the knee. They never hurt anyone. This boy, he of a proper fighting age. The gang boss grasps the lad's shoulder hard and pulls him closer, ignoring the boy's stifled cry. This boy's strong enough to swing a sword, so he's old enough to fight. You're aware that under Nearhart's own law, honor and guard the young, this boy's exempt from the battlefield. I'm aware of the camp's rules, but the age of majority is 15. Take a look at this brat and tell me he's not. Just because he's lily-livered doesn't make him a babe. If I find out this boy's underage, I'll see you skewered alive. Or maybe you'd like to free him. Now. Isn't it just my luck? He sneers at the kid as if the whole thing's of his doing. Yeah, another winning streak's gone cold. Well, go on then. Get back to the slaves' quarters. No more fighting for victuals, is it? For now. Aren't you forgetting something? Children are a valued and protected commodity in the chorus. As he's a member of your gang, you'll need to properly serve and protect him until he comes of age. What's that? He stares at Vittles, but rather than shirking, the kid glares back, emboldened by your support. I think what the Fatebinder's saying is that you can't hit me no more. He smiles for you, green eyes big and bright. Right? But I can hit you now, boss, and you can't hit me back. And I can make demands like everyone else, like I'm really hungry, and I want some boots that don't have holes in them. Him all you want, kid. But be careful. In the chorus, the minute you murder someone, you come of age. He grits his jaw, ironed enough that he looks as if he'll rattle Vittles by his scrawny neck, but he merely flicks 2 fingers along the underside of his stubbled, scratchy chin, and darts a nervous glance towards the Archon's war tent. I get it. Children are sheltered by the voices. His throat constricts as he nervously swallows a mix of bile and vagrant chaw. I'll look out for the kid, I swear. Won't any harm come to him, or it'll be my prick that gets chopped. He offers you a final cold nod before shuffling back to his game of dice. Get back to work. I don't want you moping around. I like that interaction. Like, I like how there's rules that are basically explained as you play the game. It's a good way of going about it. Go Nunu. Doing her Nunu thing of begging for attention. You're welcome to stay in my lap. No. No. Her tail's wagging. She's like, you love me. Hellspar. Okay. Sevius. With all due respect, our cohorts have proven themselves against these apex fools time and time again. What can your Earthshakers do other than get in the way? I don't want to be here, Savius, and my orders don't involve proving our value to you. If the Great General doesn't want magic on his side, then he can order us to stand down and sit this one out. I don't question what your mages bring to the table, Hellspar. But I have my reservations about your leaders. Why couldn't Radix show up to the siege himself? If he has more pressing issues than the state of the conquest, I should like to hear about it from his mouth. If Radix is not inclined to help, perhaps the next of kin might take his place. I have to upset the chain of command during a time of war. Perhaps Radix's brother can convince him to remember his duty. Fatebinder, I thank you for the part you played. You didn't have to risk yourself, but you did so all the same. Yeah. I know, I'm cool. Welcome back, Fatebinder. I'm good. Nuno's just laying there looking up at me like, yo, I fucking love you, dude. Love this dog. Welcome back, Fatebinder. Lucia here was just mentioning that, only because you asked, that you've been a real asset to the disfavored ever since you arrived. Not that anyone expected different. He beams at you with pride. What can we do for you? Oh, because I'd like some training. Of course, Fatebinder. What does he give? One-handed weapons. Oh, and it gives you experience. Ooh, okay. It's just like I can... Oh. How many times can I do this? Oh, 26 of 45. Oh, okay. So I can just keep doing... Okay. Oh, and I should train up Lantry's lore.
You learn something every day.
Hell yeah. Learn the nuances always breaks the moment when I think, oh, there's gonna be an unrealistic way of handling... No. Gosh, she is so goddamn adorable. I love this dog. Let's go ahead and increase... I'm thinking just keep on increasing our hit points. Make us the tank we were meant to be. Oh, I can take these. Okay, cool. Iron Light as Air temporarily removes all recovery penalties from equipped armor and shields. The lifted weight allows you to swing twice when attacking for a short time. Increase weapon damage while using a single one-handed melee weapon and allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. So would this affect me? Since I'm a sword and shield, like this should affect me, right? Because I'm using a single one-handed melee weapon and then the shield, which I believe the shield is armor, not a weapon, right? I think that's how that works. Ooh, heavy guard is also very nice. Am I already wearing all heavy armor? Heavy, 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 and heavy. Okay. What I think I'll do is I'll take the heavy guard first and foremost for that extra defense. What's this? Emerald Pen. Plus 1% health every 6 seconds. I like recovery. Again, if I just make it so that I have as much health as possible, this will actually go a very long way. Gonna sit in the HCF chat for a bit. Artemis got done with his campaign, so the crew's back as the usual. Nice. Yeah, feel free. Not like you need my my say-so. What do you offer? Dodge and athletics. Okay. I'm gonna have to go to that guy in the other camp and just increase the fuck out of Lantry's lore. That's what I'm thinking. In fact, what's the time? It's 1:54. Which Munmuns do I have? 56. One thing I should do actually is should do that so that he levels up as well. Then I can increase his resolve. And let me see. When Barrick is in the party, all party members gain bonus experience for athletics, one-handed, and two-handed skills. Rutan plays gaining immunity to push and prone effects and a large boost to endurance at the cost of the ability to move. Sure, let's do that. Let's increase his melee weapon damage.
Right.
And yeah, I want, well, actually, because, hold on, let me, Lantry's lore is 54. No. This should be fine. This should be fine. Yeah, let me go see about increasing Lantry's lore, and then I'll end the stream, since we are about at that time. I'm gonna have to get a picture of you after I end this stream. After I end this stream, I'm gonna get a good picture of you, and I'm sending it into the kennel in the Discord. You know that, right? I gotta show people how adorable you are. She's like a little teddy bear. I don't know enough about League of Legends lore. Nice. Oh, okay. So it's an amount of times per level. Oh, yeah. Ranks trainable. Okay. I see. It looks like you get like 5 per level or something. I should maximize that. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and save and end the stream here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. It was nice having y'all. I'm not going to worry about rating anyone since low on viewers tonight, so I'm, just not going to worry about it. You all stay safe. Remember, do not text and drive. Do not drink and drive. 10 2 people, 10 and 2, and happy days and sunshine ahead. If you are heading to bed, pleasant dreams and all that. I hope to see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.